Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about AlpenFury and some of the less talked about aspects of the ride. This is the truth about AlpenFury. Now the first truth about the ride that really goes without saying is that it is awesome. From start to finish you are in for some extreme thrills. Keep in mind this is a record-breaking roller coaster with a total of 9 inversions. Not only that, but this roller coaster is fast. You are going to be reaching top speeds of 115 kilometers per hour. And trust me when I say the first time you go on this thing, it is going to be hard to make sense of it. It is truly relentless. So like I said, it goes without saying that when this ride is functioning, it is truly an awesome experience, but what you might not know is that it is not always functioning. In fact, it's likely to experience technical issues every 20 to 30 minutes. And these technical issues will cause delays that can last anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. And this is going to extend your wait time in the queue, which is already pretty long on average, and you can expect to wait anywhere between an hour and 45 minutes to about 2.5 hours, sometimes even longer. The majority of the queue is outdoors with some canopies providing some shade, but on a hot day it still gets pretty brutal out there, and at some point you can guarantee you'll find yourself doing this maneuver in front of the oscillating fan. The only portion of the queue that is fully covered is this section right here, which does have some ceiling fans, but this area of the queue is really only occupied by single riders and people that have fast lane passes. The general queue mostly stays to the back area, or what I call the human zoo, and it gets hot and uncomfortable back here. There are 3 vending machines located near the front of the queue, so keep in mind if you're 2 hours into the line and you need a drink, you're going to have to squirm your way back past all the people to get here. And delays can happen at will. As I mentioned, the ride does break down pretty frequently, and you'll be able to tell when it's broken down if you see these trains with no riders in the seats at the station. Sometimes you might even find yourself getting stuck on the way back into the station after riding the ride because the train in front of you is experiencing a technical issue. And this is a very unpleasant situation to be in on a hot day. I've even seen this ride break down and get stuck while leaving the station. So when you see the advertised wait time on the sign, you can go ahead and easily add 20 or 30 minutes to factor in the expected delays. Another thing I feel is worth mentioning is the locker situation. On AlpenFury, you are not allowed to bring anything with you. All loose items must be stored in the cubbies at the load-in zone, and these cubbies are pretty small. So if you have any larger backpacks or larger items, you'll have to use the lockers. And these lockers do come at an additional fee. To rent the locker for 2 hours, you're looking at $3. Now you'll see signs posted all around that say stuff like this: do not leave personal items or bags. Canada's Wonderland is not responsible for lost, stolen, or damaged articles. But despite all the signs directing guests to store their bags in lockers, you will still see this, right under the sign no less. And while this method might save you that $3, it certainly is not a safe way to store your belongings. Another thing worth mentioning is that the queue closes as early as 9 p.m. on a daily basis, and this is just to account for the extra time guests will spend waiting in the line. The strategy that I would suggest for anyone who wants to go on AlpenFury is show up first thing in the morning. If you can be within the first 100 or so people that enter the park, you will have a supreme advantage. Now keep in mind that people will be running towards AlpenFury. This includes people that were behind you at the entrance, and this will also negatively affect your wait time. Once you get to the ride, I would suggest using the single rider line. You will get split up from your party, but the wait time will be significantly less. For me, I've been able to get on AlpenFury first thing in the morning in the single riders line with a wait time of anywhere between 10 to 25 minutes. But the truth of the matter is, if you don't come first thing in the morning, you are going to be waiting a long time for this ride. It's a very uncomfortable queue, there's the bare minimum relief from the heat, and there are constant technical delays. So show up early. If not, remember to bring a water bottle or buy yourself a line beer. Make sure your phone battery's charged and prepare to wait it out. So there you have it. That's the truth about AlpenFury. It's still an awesome ride, top tier, world class, but it does break down a lot and the wait times are longer than what is normally posted. So just keep that in mind. So remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button if you want to stay in the loop. And as always, thanks for watching.